Hi there. It's been a while. Today is January 12th, 2021. No. We're going to retire that 2020 business, right? Okay? It's 2021. We can say that now. Let's just do that now and pretend that all that other stuff never happened. All right? But what I noticed at work today was 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. I thought that was kind of cool. We're going to have to wait till 120, 21 for it to become a palindrome. Just a moment. I'm gonna let my friends know I'm on here. All right, let me get back to that. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, wearing my BFG shirt I got at BookCon when I was in Chicago. They were handed out. Have not seen the movie. As a kid, third grader, I was all into Roald Dahl. Still am kind of. I mean, he's a little toxic as a person. Almost every author is nowadays, it looks like. But I would have killed, back then, third grade, talking 1979, any Roald Dahl movie would have been awesome. Because again, you had Willy Wonka. Yeah, I know they changed the name from Charlie Chocolate Factory. But man, James and Giant Peach, Fantastic Mr. Fox, BFG, which I never read. I know. I've read a lot of them. I would have killed. I mean, I don't want to kill, but I would have been first in line. I might have camped overnight. Or got up really early. As it was the case back then. Friday mornings in the summer, you got up early to walk to the multiplex. And there's some great ones in Omaha. Indian Hills on one side, West Shores on the other. You got in line early with all the other crazy people, and you saw the first screening of the day. Because again, you might have had a few magazine articles here and there, but nobody knew anything about that movie. Star Trek 2, holy cow. Anyway, but hey, Fantastic Mr. Fox, have not seen it. Have not seen BFG. I did see James and the Giant Peach. I mean, I am an animation fan. Anyway, okay. So, that's a picture on the back too. Bigger with it. Got a medium-sized box here. Actually, and yeah, this is a medium-sized box for me. I've got some movie boxes filled with books. Dead trees. They are dead trees. Imagine taking a dead tree, stump, putting it in a movie box. That's basically how heavy these boxes are. The equivalent of wood. And this is even more because this is processed wood. So it's got hard covers, it's got cardboard covers, and cloth. And the paper is usually has sizing added to it. Sometimes it's glossy because it's art paper. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. That's about, I think, 20 to 20-pound box probably there. But as I'm saying, I've got boxes that are 13 by 13 by 13 inches. Excuse me. By the way, this is what I'm drinking tonight. Flavor, orange. And yes, Gatorade is no, the flavors are the colors. Sorry, I didn't get away. Anyway, let's get started. So, I do like Heritage Auctions. And in this, we have some bundles I bought. One. I want to say one. Yeah, I paid enough money. That makes me the winner. And stuff I guess I didn't have. I guess it was affordable, or there's something in here maybe that was worthwhile. As usually what happens, they bundle them together. Especially on like the Sunday auctions, they'll just say, here's 20 comics. You want this one? You gotta buy them all. Because Dark Knight 2, Dark Knight Strikes Again. Yes, I know. I bought these because these are technically books, graphic novels, because, and another thing, I've seen pictures of it. I believe they had. This is interesting. Curious. I'm not seeing ISBN on this. Now, this could just be the direct sales version. See that direct sales. Because when I worked at Barnes & Noble, in the earlier part of the 21st century, Duck Dodgers, the 21st century. Oh, right, yeah. I had the time machine in reverse. We had those. We were selling those single issues that I just showed you. And DC had done that in the past with their square bound, perfect bound trades, or whatever we call it. These weren't really graphic novels. These were just really fancy comic books for them. But we had them because it was Dark Knight 2. Anyway, so next, and I think these are duplicates. But it's fine to have duplicates because they're good. The Alex Ross Kingdom Come. These might be worth something. I don't know if they're mints. They've been unread. Oh, there's some spoilage up there. But yeah, not a bad thing to have. Originally retail, $4.95. And no, I don't need more copies of this because I own the graffiti edition, which is slipcased with Revelations, a separate volume which shows sketches and all the footnotes, all the Easter eggs, everything, annotations. That's what it's called, annotations. And then we have, oh, this is why I got it. U.S. Uncle Sam. Many decades ago. This came out mid to late 90s. I worked at a bookstore chain called Supercrime Books and was going to San Diego and realized they had a trade show the day before. It was on Wednesdays. Now been replaced by Preview Night because they can make a lot more money. But they had trade shows. Mostly for direct market comic book stores. But I had a tax ID at my store. And lo and behold, I attended the trade show and got a print. What they would do at each of those trade shows was they would have an exclusive print, big or so, small poster size, of something. For that year, it was Uncle Sam. So I have an Alex Ross print, limited edition. But here's the real reason probably to buy this. First edition of Batman, The Killing Joke. Very problematic book. This is at least the third copy I have. I had the copy I bought way back, fresh off the newsstands. Later, a friend, Robin Riggs, great comics artist. If you want a good journeyman artist at a decent price, hire him. He's in stuff with Peter David. He's in stuff with Mark Farmer. Great guy, nice guy. He's done work for DC. Brit. Surprisingly, and I got to even go sign it, he was one of the fresh talents that the Marvel Tryout book discovered. Remember that big thing? Right, how to make Marvel comics. But he was changing apartments, had a whole bunch of comics to get rid of, and I gave him a good home. And I thank him for that because if nothing else, there was almost a huge run of Legion of Superheroes in there of the top. Bob Levitz. Oh, I'm so sorry. Paul Levitz. Another great guy. Paul Levitz run of Legion of Superheroes. 70s, early 80s. Until it got complicated. But that was in there. This was in there, I think, unread or close to it. Very good condition. So that's one. Mostly all square bound DC comics. And they're complete. So you got TK2, you got Kingdom Come, Killing Joke, Uncle Sam. right? Not bad. Somewhere I have the receipt for that tells me how much I spent. Next, this is more interesting, as you saw in the thumbnail. Oh yeah, here it is. So this one. Let me see what it is. Modern Age Independent 3D Comics Group, Various. $52. The shipping and all that other cost, $92. So, here's what I got. So that wasn't bad. Each of those about $5. Well, retail. Next, we have the 3D Zone presents the Weird Tales of Basil Wolverton. Yes, 3D Basil Wolverton. I don't know if you want to do that. It's almost like Junji Ito 3D. Miracle Man 3D. I gotta open this. Number 1, 225. Nice cover. Austin. Not Terry Austin, is it? I have to look this up. Or you can look it up too. Go to comics.org, punch it in. But this is Eclipse Comics. And again, it's your I don't know what the official term is, but there's your duotone 3D. No glasses. But again, your typical blue and red glasses. We'll put this together. I don't know what issue this is. No, red lens must be used over left eye. What happens if you do it the other way? Do you like find a secret message? I don't know if this is a reprint when this takes place. Miracle Man and the Exiled Gods. I don't know if this is the first Alan Moore 3D title. Might be. I mean, he might did it more recently. Much recently. Much recently? About a year ago, so Tempest. His latest League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Sorry, I had to think about that for a moment. Which has 3D glasses in it. I know, because we have... And there's Miracle Man in the Dreams. These, I think, are just whatchamacallit, bookends, introductory materials, knitting together old Britain. Real bad comics. Oh my. I don't know what's going on there, but it's got Mr. Monster, another good series, not by Alan Moore, but Miracle Man of the Foom Fanatic. Marvel? Yeah, I think these are Scout. Even the ads in 3D. The Young Miracle Man of the Moon of Doom. And again, Miracle Man back issues. Miracle Man, of course. Marvel Man originally. What happened was the UK was getting old American comics were being recycled, reused as ballast in ships as they went overseas, right? Told you they were heavy. And those comics then got resold through British newsagents. And of those comics, Shazam, Captain Marvel, was very popular. However, we're talking post-war, 1950s. Superman DC Comics sued Fawcett, saying Shazam was a knockoff. Of course, it wasn't, but... And Fawcett eventually stopped publishing. Well, they had the demand there. People wanted to read their Captain Marvel comics. So they hire a guy to create a new character. Similar. Magic word, blah, blah, blah. Little kid. And thus Marvel Man is born. And then Alan Moore gets hold of it, thinks it's in public domain, writes news stories. It's Alan Moore, of course, doing basically Shazam pastiche. Analog. Then Neil Gaiman takes it over. Eclipse, the publisher, goes belly up. Rights are a mess. Eventually, it's discovered that it's not in the public domain. So Marvel makes a deal with the creator in his estate, to get the rights, and they publish some news stories, but I don't know what's happening with that right now. Neil Gaiman's a busy guy. But getting back to our 3D comics. Gumby 3D. Well, yeah, right? Just run the photos from the cartoons, right? No, this is comics. Oh, wow, yes. Adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters 3D. Yes, this was an actual thing. one of many. I think Marvel had the pachyderms. We'll see if I've not looked at completely. But it's a nice collection. This is Merlin Realm in 3D. Blackthorn. An interesting small press publisher back in the 80s. Check them out if you can. 3D Heroes. Oh, my. Wow. She's in 3D. Oh, man. Put your eye out, kid. Golden in 3D. A Woman Caught in Time. A Stork Adventure. 3D action. No idea what's going on there. Again, this is cost $2.25. Back when Marvel comics were costing at most 75 cents. Bizarre 3D Zone. Spain, Shaw, Stout, Williams, Stroud, Pound. Wow. Wow. That is a heavy lineup. That is a Pound cover. Oh, my. Part 1 of 2-part 3D special, Salimba by Steve Perry and Paul Chadwick. What? Paul Chadwick being the creator of Concrete. Wow. Wow. The funny thing is, I don't think a single one of these 3D comics have the glasses with them. Gumby, another Gumby in 3D. Ooh. 3D Bullwinkle and Rocky. Hey, Rocky. Oh, there they are. Hey, all right. Oh, okay. I know you want me to. I'll do it. You guys are insatiable. The things I do for my viewers. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Kids, don't do this at home. You'll go blind. Dang. Do they make 3D contact lenses? It's like I'm a supervillain or a superhero. Wow. My God, it's all orange. Everything's orange. Except yeah, and then my eyes are freaking out because it's splitting one side of the red and one side of the blue. And like it's like the magic eye here I'm looking at. God. Wow. This is just, the orange is like this burnt orange. Panama brown. Wow. Okay, sorry guys. Back to reality, or our version of reality. Whew, what a rush. Now I'm hungry for some bubble gum. Okay. Yeah, simple. It doesn't take much to keep me entertained, does it? Hopefully I'm keeping you guys entertained too. Ooh, Mr. Monster's 3D high-octane horror again. And I do have the graffiti edition of this of Mr. Monster as well. His origin story. Good stuff. Really good character. I don't know if he's had anything published in the last 20 years. Free 3D glasses included. Not here. 3D Alien Terror. Whoa, have they ever done aliens in 3D? Things that go through my head. 3-dimensional DNA agents. Whew. Just a moment here. I'm going to give a close-up. Can you look at that? I don't want to call it a murderer's row, but a Hall of Fame selection of talent there. Look, kids. The three, you will put your eye out. 3D, the Three Stooges. Oh, wise guy. Spectacular Tour 3D. Joe Kubert. Ooh. Now here we got 3D Wallace Wood, and I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. And shame on you for thinking that. But here we have the 3D represents Wallace Wood and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Could you do the 3D so if you close one eye, he's Dr. Jekyll, and one eye, he's Mr. Hyde? Ooh. 3D Scout. Oh. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is nothing like that. But here we go. 3-dimensional Seduction of the Innocent, which is a regular series back then. This is Bernie Wrightson cover. And if I recall correct in thinking, recollecting, these were, yes, stuff that was deemed socially irresponsible. At least I think. No, not Cardi. Well, this is Russ Andrew and Mike Esposito, man who was always on time. Alex Toth, 86. Lily the Mail, Vic Federa. So I think these are 1986. Yeah, this is Matt Baker. Death Proof. Yeah, so these are questionable tales from the olden age. Trophies of Doom by Nick Cardy. Stuff that Congress did not look too favorably upon back then. Gene Fawcett. That's what Seduction of the Innocent was a reprint name. Alex Toth and Mike Peppa, the man who was always on time. There's a fairly decent. That's not Alex. That's Alex Toth you would think of. This is good stuff. So again, so that's reprinting questionable stories from the 50s and 40s. Should be able to find them fairly cheap. Well, Eisner's 3D Classics. Spirit. Yep. Good stuff. And, oh, here's more 3D glasses. Dick Tracy in 3D. Where? Oh, wait. Comic strip preserves. Ocean Death Trap, 1986. So yeah, I guess he was marooned on a desert island with, looks like, Vitamin Flintheart. But anyway. I don't know if Ray Zone still produces 3D comics or not. But I think that's why I bought this, because of the 3D comics, not because of the DC stuff. But still, it's good DC stuff. Church. I don't know if he's still doing 3D stuff. I'm sure he probably is. It's just there's no market for it anymore. It's such a 50s thing. A lot of those collectors. I don't know. Anyway, okay. That's just the first pile. We're still going on the first pile of the book here. So, oh, yes. This is fun. We all know Richie Rich, or you should. There's Macaulay Culkin, or the Hanna-Barbera cartoon of the 80s, which was nothing like the comic book, or the actual comic book. Richie Rich was kind of cool. I got like Richie Rich. True story. Another true story. I was sick a lot as a kid. Allergies was part of it. So half the time, my immune system was fighting myself. The other half of the time, it wasn't fighting anything. And I don't think I ever had a perfect year of attendance at grade school, high school, junior high, ever. Not even 1 year. 1 year I was out for like a week. Anyway, that was junior high. But what would happen is, as a kid, I would be sick. We would go over to Dr. O'Neill's office, or pediatrician. He would diagnose me, give my mom a prescription. We'd go over to to our friendly neighborhood pharmacist, who we knew, up on 72nd and Blondo there. No, not Blondo, Maple. Back when Otto's Car Wash was there. Anyway, we would get a prescription filled. Mom would let me pick out some comics. I would look at the glorious layout on the newsstand. And for some reason, I think it might have been the dialogue on the comics covers of the superhero comics made me think too hard. But looking at them just made me sicker. And I ended up getting, instead, Harvey comics. Richie Rich, mostly. I think almost exclusively Richie Rich. I never got Hot Stuff or Casper or whatever. But it'd be some Richie Rich tie-in, zillions, dollars and cents, diamond, whatever. What was not on there was this title, Super Richie. Again, it might have been the superhero stuff. I didn't like it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just never saw it. But here we have a complete run, I believe. I think it was touted as such here, of Richie Rich and Cadbury the Butler as superheroes. Because just, excuse me, every other instance of, well, here's their original costume. I guess DC probably put a stop to that. So here I have number one. And they fight crime. He's a spoiled rich brat. He's his Batman. They fight crime. And there's your first issue. Not really worth much that I can imagine. Boy, he was talk about grim and ready. This is at least a decade before. I would say a decade. That's probably late 70s. And it's got a Comics Code seal on there. Grim and gritty, though, right? Anyway, number 10. So this goes all the way up to number 18, it looks like. These last ones are big 52-page, 50 centers. Here's the last issue that I have in my collection. But again, it's one of those wonderful crossovers. It was looks, I guess, a complete run. And hey, it's just fun stuff. And yes, they did. Harvey was more so than that, really. Harvey were masters at producing a variety of titles. No, excuse me. They were a competition with Archie. I'm saying they had a one-trick pony because they had more than Richie Rich. But I'm going to crack one of these open. I'm going to find an ad in here listing all the titles on sale that month. This one here. Okay, you got the Hostess ad in the front with hot stuff. And also Harvey, being smart, said, hey, we'll sell you our splash page for an ad. Brilliant, right? Okay, here's a typical Harvey ad. No covers. Let me take my glasses off because I'm old. But here we go. 36-page Harvey Comics, 35 cents. Devil Kids, starring Hot Stuff. Richie Rich Jackpots. Richie Rich Profits. Sad Sack. Richie Rich Bank Books. These are each week here. Richie Rich Money. Richie Rich Jackie Jokers. Richie Rich Gems. Richie Rich. Yeah, they were still publishing regular Richie Rich. And Richie Rich Vault of Mystery. Vaults of Mystery, excuse me. Okay, that's the 35 cents regular comics. Then you have the 52-page Giants for 50 cents. Which both of these are on sale Thursdays at their newsstand. So the giant size ones is Richie Rich Millions, Richie Rich Dollar the Dog, Richie Rich Diamonds, Richie Rich Zillions, Richie Rich as Super Richie. Although it doesn't say what issue it is. This says it's on sale August 12th, so it might be this one. By the way, this is dated January 1979. So you do the math. Richie Rich Gloria, Richie Rich Success, Richie Rich and Cadbury, Richie Rich Dollars and Cents, Richie Rich Inventions. Okay. Then we have this wonderful story. Casper Friendly Cubs invites you to be a Cub Scout, blah, blah, blah. Casper helps the friendly dentists. Again, I'll let you know when there's a regular ad in here, but a lot of these are house ads and things. Because Harvey was not that successful. I mean, they made a little Lana in here. Wow. Who was kind of a superhero in a way as well. Great art. And a regular, ooh, Richie Rich, the Iceman Cometh. Not for kids. And here's, of course, the Harvey UNICEF thing. Great artwork. Great characterization. Oh, here we go. The Saturday morning line. This is a rare. Usually it's that way or that way, but here they went vertical. Like, what are you looking at, kid? Got a Gloria pin up in there. CBS Saturday turn us on. We'll turn you on. Turn us on starting September 9th. So you start with the all-new Popeye Hour. Yeah. Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner Show. Again, repeats. Repackage repeats, but that's fine. Good stuff. I think this might have been before they started editing out all the explosions. Then you have the Super 7, 10:30. Wow. Wow. These are all, yeah, so 8, 9, 10:30. So 90 minutes of Bugs Bunny. 90 minutes of the Super 7, a whole bunch of superheroes, some of which were blatant knockoffs, and they got sued for it. But that's Filmation for you. 12 o'clock, Space Academy, live. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids is 12:30, which is usually when cartoons ended, Saturday morning ended for us. 1 o'clock, which would have been noon Central Time, my time. Arc 2, live action, great series. And then 30 minutes, which was in the news thing. But usually, Mom would kick us out of the house at about 12 after Fat Albert was done. It's like, yep, cartoons are over. Go out and play. Now with CBS. In retrospect, the Batman series wasn't bad. Tarzan, that was the beginning of Filmation's live action stuff. Later, they added it was Batman and Tarzan. Then they went to Tarzan, Zorro, Lone Ranger. Filmation was, I mean, a very cheap animation studio, but their realistic animation, their adventure cartoons were good. Yes, the Iceman is actually a villain. Big surprise. Collegeville costumes. Grit. Every comic at this time had a half-page ad for Grit. And, of course, your novelty page and your, hey, get rich selling greeting cards. And, of course, a rare, I don't say rare, but an unusual landscape ad for sea monkeys. Yeah, right. Characters shown not intended to be picked Artemia Selena. Right. Brilliant guy, like a Trans Science Corporation. They're still in business. But yeah, those sea monkeys. Brine shrimp. Little tiny things. But they can be dried out. Suspended animation. And you got them why they poof. That's alive. Okay. All right. Back to my secret identity. And on the bottom, well, not on the bottom because there's a little something else. Here we have, oh yes, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids comic. I bought this because as a kid, I had a copy of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. And in it, he makes an appearance, he being Bill Cosby. And, gosh, this shrunk on me. All right, I'm going to leave that in there. I'm not taking it out. And he was talking about phlebotomy. I think it was phlebotomy. Whatever the science of bumps on the head is, right? And I thought, oh, wow. So maybe he has some African-American culture in here that I could learn from. And that would scratch that itch I have of nonfiction comics. Learn something from comics. This is late 70s. Not to be. But still, good comics. Gold Key. What did I pay for this? Oh, wow, there's more in here than that. I paid a total of everything, shipping, handling, $21 for 6 comics. It's not bad. $3 a comic. I have to take these out because there's some cool stuff in here. I don't know. Yeah. Nothing else? Okay. I'm not going to take it all the way off because I want to leave it on. Leave the backing board in there. Oh, backing board. Yeah, right. It's a piece of cardboard. Okay. But anyway. So I ordered William H. Cosby Jr., Filmation Associates. Yep. So here we have Great little gag there. Yes, kids still do that in New York. Wow. I don't know what issue this is. That's an interesting cover. It's a different layout. Oh, nice design, though. Someone should sample that, use that as a template, and redo a new cover. This is why I bought them. I bought them for that. I bought the Fat Albert comics because I thought there might be some cool stories in there. But I also bought it because in the annals of free comics, you have Astro Comics. Harvey reprinting comics. Oh, this is kind of cool in the back. I'll show you in a moment. But, and I don't know why airlines didn't do this in the 80s and 90s. Because it used to be you could go on an airline and it would have free magazines for you to read. You have a little library, you could grab one. Now it's just the in-flight magazine. But back then, they would stock Time and, you know, maybe use Home Journal or whatever, which was a nice little feature, especially if you're flying budget, coach, whatever they call it. But American Airlines, and I had to think they had an Astro thing. I don't know what the tie-in was, if it was the name of the plane or whatever. But for kids, they would get a free Harvey comic, right? Now, this is cool because on the back, you have a certificate featuring the 727 luxury jet, the DC-10 luxury liner, the 707 luxury jet, and the 747 luxury liner. And this is a certify that Michael Jason Lavassier, looks like it, was a passenger from 11:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. That's a mistake. But wow, 10-hour flight. American Airlines DC-10 Det 12, it looks like, on May 26th and 27th. Maybe he did fly across the world if it's at the time. Yeah, left at 11:15 at night. And why? Yeah, wow. Because it says here May 26th and 27th, 1979. But basically, these are reprints inside. This would be like a 32-page comic. I think there were some activity pages inside, too, you could color. But again, a very simple thing. Give it to the kid, keeps them occupied. There's another issue. And, yeah, I think these are all different issues. Covers are the same, but I think they changed the insides. I think they published one issue each year. Because if a kid can fly on an airplane more than once in a year, he probably can afford to buy the comics on these, right? Probably afford to have his own comics drawn for him. So that's what I bought. Where did I buy these from? These came from mycomicshop.com. Yeah, the guy from Texas. Not exactly. He's one of those guys who's been in the business since the 70s, 60s, the 60s, yeah. I know this plastic is horrible and I should replace it, but plus the plastic on these comics, but whatever. They're not really in mint condition to begin with, so I bought them to scratch an itch, really. And to add, to my collection. Those Astro comics are freebies. And the idea that an airline was actually handing out comics online. It's a great idea. I mean, even Choice Hotels did that in the 80s and 90s. They had kids kits for families. Stay at our place. We'll give you this free fun kit. Sponsored by Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers. Excuse me. And great. Just great. Ethan Murray, if you're still with us, you're going to find some amazing baseball cards. I'm not a baseball card collector. I did collect as a kid, back when Battlestar Galactica, the original was on, 79. I did collect non-sports cards, movie cards mostly, TV. Mork and Mindy, and I have those in binders. If I ever get around to it, I'll show you those at some point. Complete run of the Battlestar Galactica cards, but not stickers, of course. Mork and Mindy, Moonraker, Empire Strikes Back. Those were some nice cards. Yeah, that's most of it there. I have some. The last things I really bought The only time I ever bought a box of the baseball cards, of non-sports cards, was the first run of Upper Deck when they did their Space Jam type baseball cards. And I did that because when you put the cards into your 3x3 binder sheets, it created basically a comic book. So I had to buy the full set because I wanted to get the full story. And I got quite a few chase cards in there as well. But to answer your question, Ethan, thank you for the question. Don't really collect them now. Some nice stuff out there. But, yeah. Yeah. Although, I do highly recommend the Topps books that Abrams Publishing puts out. I've asked them, because I know the guy in charge of that. I've suggested, begged for them to do the Pee Wee Herman, thank you. Pee Wee's Playhouse cards. If you ever get a chance, if you ever see those packs anywhere, they're probably going to cost you $5 to $10 a pack, probably, because they're so amazing. I asked them to do a collected book of them, like they've done for Star Wars and Star Trek and God knows how many other sports card lines. We talked to Mr. Rubens. Mr. Rubens doesn't want to do it. So, but man, those packs, those were high class back then. They're still pretty amazing now. You had Winkies in there. You had, oh Lord, all sorts of stuff. Quite amazing. Probably the ultimate in card, in mass-produced cards. So anyway, yeah, I know a lot about a lot of stuff. Thanks for that question. Okay, so that's half of that box was that. Now, in the middle, because we had some empty space, I have, I guess you could call it detritus ephemera, paper stuff. So here's a Heritage Comics and Comic Auction mailer, August 27, 29, 2015. There's examples of what was on sale there. They archive all their stuff online. So most of this is just mail I've got. That's comics related, so I saved it. Cartosia Tales. Oh man, I forgot about Cartosia Tales. I think that was an early. I don't know what happened to them now. That's a good question. This isn't even open. I didn't even read it. I don't know if it was Kickstarter before Kickstarter, but it was a subscription thing. And they got various people. I need to open this up. To do comics set in this shared world. They created a map and said, hey, I think they each created their own characters, and they did basically, oh no, it has been opened. Okay. This, I don't know what this is. It's from Canada. Hudson, Quebec. Lorena Mappa. Thank you for signing it to me. Let's see what this is. This is backing board. And this is Original Princess. Again, I don't know what this is for. I don't know if that's her signature. One of those mysteries. Nice drawing, though. Nice pencil drawing. This is probably a what you call it, premium for something. Then we have mini comic from Bobby Timoney, Peter Timoney. Great guys. Bobby, I know. They've done Night Owls. He can draw just about anything on model or in his own design. And this is a mini maze activity book he did. Yeah, just little puzzles. And there's an example of their style. Very cartoony, very good. If you see him at a show, stop by. Tell him I told you to say hi to him. They did a Kickstarter thing of monster playing cards. Well, sexy monster playing cards. I have it over here somewhere. Oh, wait, I should recognize this artist. I really should. But you don't need anything. Oh, Octopus Pie Story, Meredith Grant. That's why. I just archived, inventoried one of the Octopus Pie books, printed in February 2013. The other day. Magic Whistle Mini, $2.99, $2.95. Number 8. Oh, and it has an ISBN. Would you look at that? Yes. He has a fun style. Girls Have the Force. Oh, this is going to be worth something in a few days. Well, next year when the Disney Plus series runs. All right. Ahsoka. This is 2011. That I think is the Clone Wars version. Okay, here's another mini where Eden Once Stood. Veteran stories from Iraq and Afghanistan. Jess Rulifson. 2013, full color edition. Callingthedog.blogspot.com. So, that's in Maryland. And I probably picked this up because, yeah, these are memoir comics. Thank you. Then we have Rachel Penny, The Closet Game. And of course, I always try to get a sketch to go along with it. I believe it is a self-portrait of the artist. Slunches. That's great. And this is Lauren Sukauskis, RachelandPenny.com. I don't know. There's the contact information. Yep, little mini comic. Ooh, again, from the Timities, Night Owls mini. There's their contact information. I think that's reversed. Hopefully that's reversed. But again, it's a nice little period comic of them. Oh, The Search for Wendla. Sketchbook Volume 1. Read this series. Great series. He's a great artist. It's a trilogy. So good. Oh, and here we have 2 Jack Chick minis, found free. This, of course, you find just about everywhere. I should send in some money to get a selection of their minis just for my collection. Pictorial Anatomy of the Cube by Kyoto Wilberg. Cool, very cool person. She's also written a book for artists on how to avoid bodily injury, bad posture, all that. But what she does is she takes cute stuff. This one she did cute stuff and has nice little cutaways. Literally cutaways. 2013. Here we have Island Brats by Colleen Frakes, 2012. Hi, my name is Colleen. I grew up on a prison island. Yes, I believe she wrote a full-length graphic novel about this, about her family who moved up to an island with a prison. This is the intro to that. When I grow up, I wanted to write a book about the island, about how much it sucks. So yeah, take a look. It was a good story. I have it in my collection. Alien Raver in Quilt. Here's the back cover. Stuff people can publish. Here's an example of the interiors. Here, contact information. It's 2000. Again, we're going to go 2011, not 2011. It's now going 2011. Island Bread. Here's another. And this has an ISBN. Boom. The EAM below it. Koyama Press might have published the original or the full thing. Butterworth Lake, 1996. Here. C. Frakes lived on McNeil Island for about 10 years before running away to cartoon school in Vermont. She was one of Zarek Grant and Ignatz and published 3 graphic novels. Her love of local history comes from her parents. Bibliography. Yeah, U.S. Penitentiary, here. This is awesome. You know, to do research and collect photo references and stuff, all of which is so hard to do in this case. I can never go home again because I grew up on a prison island. Really? Parts of the island not leased by the prison belonged to the Department of Natural Resources. We lived in the middle of a nature preserve. I got to see these guys every day. Coyotes, deer, raccoon, harbor seals, and bald eagles. Because of the relationship between the prison and the Department of Natural Resources, only essential personnel and their families live there. It was like 200 people. You can't even visit unless you know someone. There's a guarded dock on the mainland. And then they closed down the island in 2006. 2010. 2011 officially. So anyway, recommended. I remember that. Here we have a classic mini comic, Whitman, Song of Myself. I have no idea what this is. Classic mini comic, colored cover. This is our Sikoriak, of course. Just look at everything he's done. Cartoonist mug. My life in a comic strip says New York. My life as a comic strip says New York victim artist. And this is all sorts of different comics. Yeah. Marcia Koryak again. Master of just about every style you can imagine. cmbutzer.com. John Brown's Body. That's why you bought it. It's a history comic. All the way at the bottom. One of America's terrorist heroes. You know, we know all this stuff happening now. He did it back in 1850s. Took over a armory and tried to form it revolution. Here's another Cartozia Tales mint and envelope. I'll talk about that later. Okay, that's the mini. That was our little intermission there. Let's say, because now we have the other pile, which is mostly books. And oh god, there's some here. I don't know why I said that. It's fun stuff. It's cool, but it's just a lot of small stuff here. So I'm going to try to go fast. A book, Comcito, Moving Innovation, History of Computer Animation. Free book from MIT Press. I got, I don't know from who, where, why, how, but it's a history of computer animation, which a lot of people don't know about. They think, oh yeah, it started with Star Trek 2 or Jurassic Park. No, it started with Westworld back in the early 70s. Yeah, mind blown. And don't forget Star Wars. Here we have Matt presents Oscar Winners and Losers from 2016. Again, I probably got this from the magazine department at Barnes & Noble where I worked. The home office, not the 20 Dumbest People Events and Things 2015. Look at that. Mad ESP, right? Make America Dumb Again. Okay, this was 2016, so they didn't know anything. When people get a taste of their own medicine, it usually makes them sick. Wow. Alfred E. Newman. What a philosopher. One of the philosopher kings. Page 9. Okay, let's see if we can find Mr. Yeah, I know. Number 1. Donald Trump, GOP frontrunner, The Art of the Heel. The Great Gaspig. Number 2, Josh Duggar. My brother went out there. Don't know who those are. Volkswagen fakes emission tests. The illicit engine that could. Hillary Clinton's email scandal. Dentist kills Cecil the Lion. Oh, yeah. Seahawks blow the Super Bowl. Confederate flag. Robert Dish convinces on HBO. The Mayweather Pacquiao fight. Then Carson's bizarre statements. Amazon's horrific working conditions. Tom Brady deflates footballs. Dr. Seuss parody. FIFA corruption. Bribes made. Ooh. Of course, the fold-in is number 14. Bill Cosby, it looks like. SeaWorld. Jared Fogle pedophile. The Republican presidential candidates. Oh, man. Who did the artwork on this? Herman Mejia. Anti-vaccine hysteria. Rachel Dolezal. Kim Davis refuses to issue gay marriage licenses. And Brian Williams, Tall Tales. Good stuff. Too soon? You be the judge. Now, regular comics I bought from somewhere. Signed, Tales from the Con Year 2. Brad Geiger, Christy Russo. Yep, there's his autograph. Good stuff. Image Comics preview book from July 2015. One of those freebies. I don't recognize any of those people, but that's all right. Ooh, mystery bag from Forbidden Planet. New York City. If you're there, go visit. Great store. And there's something else in there. And here we have She-Hulk. Number 2. Fun things. Can't wait to see the series on Disney Plus. We'll see how good that is. And here we have the Weekly Planet, their newsletter from 2014. So I guess I found these. Oh, wait. Yeah, those two. No, that one. She-Hulk I bought. And I just tossed it in there with all the other comics. Blah, blah, blah. And then we have 2 more bagged and boarded. We have Cut Your Ass Whoopin' number 1. Tornado Relief Anthology. Troll Game Press. And the New York Comic and Fantasy Creators Convention from 1999. Madison Square Garden. I do not remember this because I lived in New York at the time. I think it only lasted 1 year. I don't know why I didn't attend. And here's She-Hulk number 1 from that series. That is a very good cover, by the way. Soul, who, of course, is a lawyer. Read everything he writes, basically. Here we have Richie Rich, Casper, and Wendy National League file. So what this is again, Harvey Comics, being the masters of promotional comics, promotional stuff, put out for the centennial, 100 years of baseball centennial, whenever that was, 1876, 1976. They put out the first ones to do this, really, to put out multiple covers. Variant covers. And I want to say, yes, each of these, of course, as you can see, there's the Astros. Each of these had a different logo on the top because they're different markets, right? You're not going to sell a Houston Astros comic in Dallas where the Texas Rangers are. No, you're going to put Texas Rangers on there if they're in the National League. I'm sure they did but we got the Dodgers, 2 of the Dodgers, so let's sell that. Phillies. Another Houston Astros. Oh, wait, there's more than one of these. What's this other? Most of these are file copies. I suspect that Diamond bought them all, and then bought all their stuff, and then yep, 3 copies. Pittsburgh Pirates, 2 copies of that. Who's that 3? Yep, that's 3. San Francisco Giants. That's a nice logo. Follow the games on KTVU, Channel 2. Compliments of Giants and Straw Hat Pizza. So that was a freebie. They probably... Now, if these teams were smart, I would not surprise me if the Giants actually had this as a free giveaway. You know what's funny? Baseball's the only sport that gives out giveaways. Basketball, which has about the same number of games, doesn't have promotional nights like that, where you get bobbleheads or jerseys or whatever. First issue collector's comics. Okay, here's the regular issue. Right? For all those markets that didn't have a baseball team, like Omaha, although we probably did get the Kansas City Royals. And there's 3 copies there of it. It's a baseball party with Richie, Casper, Wendy, and lots of surprises. Anybody want to guess what stadium that is? I think it's generic. Could be the old Brooklyn Dodgers Stadium. Looks like it. Could be. Play ball. Casper. St. Louis Cardinals. Highlights of the first 100 years in the National League. Yep, each team, I guess, in the National League. That's not a bad. Those aren't bad pinups. I wonder if the originals are still available. Nice art. 1976 schedule. God. Insane. Baseball quiz for beginners. Here's a better example of their coming attraction pages. They actually put little covers on there. Success, Gold and Silver, Collector's Comics, which are nice reprints. Money World, Cash, Profits, Jackpots, Bank Books. Anyway. I wonder what happened to that logo. It's not a bad logo, really. We can recycle it. We use it again for whatever the next anniversary is. It's a really good logo. I wonder who designed it. Okay, so and that cost me all total. Yeah, these are final copies. Almost $100. I don't know why, really. I guess it's just because of promotional nature. I probably think I could probably sell these to a baseball fan in another 25 years. Yeah. All right. Oh, a mouse pad. Whoa. If you can find this book, buy it. Little Nemo. Oh, no. It's not what I'm thinking, but it's still good. Eric Shanauer, Gabriel Rodriguez, Nelson Daniel. Little Nemo, Return to Slumberland. Mint mouse pad. Do people still make mouse pads? They still give them away? I know there used to be people who go to trade shows and collect them. Maybe somebody will donate that collection at some point. Okay. More detritus here. And let's look at March Book 1. Yes, before anybody knew about it. Here's the promotional material. New, okay, mail. Excerpts from Flattenings. Oh, yes, this guy. He did his thesis in comics. On comics, in comics. How comics work. Harvard, I think, published it. Check it out. I wonder what he's up to now. More promotional material. Nothing really of note here that I can see. Oh, this is kind of interesting, intriguing. Man versus Wild. Nice production value on here. Okay, I'm not. This is a fold-out comic. It was screen printed, and it's sticking to itself because of the screen printing. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it as is. But wow. All right. Oh. Don't know if they still have it. If you're ever in New York, if you live in New York, head down to the lower East Side where the streets have names. I think it's on Rivington, Economy Candy. This is a Brigadoon type store. It's almost like you're walking into a Twilight Zone episode. It is packed to the gills with candy. All sorts. Also dried fruit. And they'll have candy there, gum, confections. You can't get anywhere. I'd go there for the salty licorice, the salmiak licorice, strong stuff. Also in other forms. But in a little corner there on a table, whatever, they had card packets. Now, Ethan Murray, I hope you're still watching because look at what I found. Yes. Batman and Robin action packs from, one moment here, Skybox, which was a Marvel, which was owned by the same company on Marvel at the time. Fleer Skybox, yes. There, 1996. So anyway, these have already been opened. So I'm not going to do that biz where, a guy buys a whole box, a sealed box of cards, and then opens them up online and sells them. Opens them on YouTube and sells them. No, I'm keeping these. Sorry, but these aren't too difficult to find. It. And there are dealers at comic conventions now that do nothing but sell old non-sports cards. So I'll say the best thing for last. But again, you remember me talking about the Pee-wee's Playhouse? These guys are almost just as amazing. First of all, here's a 55-cent coupon on any Eskimo pie, regular or reduced fat novelty. This expires at the end of 1996. Okay. Coupon. That's not a bad idea. Here we have card C3, Arkham Escape Activity Game. Quiz card. Okay. Fairly straightforward questions. I know kind of do that. But on the back, coloring cards. I know, right? Isn't that brilliant? Just line art. Yeah, they can color it. I don't know who the artist is. Maybe Mike Parabeck. Might be any of them. Here we have, now again, these rival the Pee-wee Playhouse cards. These are activity cards. I mean, you can collect them too. And here we have a puzzle card, all tied up. Puzzle 1. And each piece is numbered on the back for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But there you have it. Tag team. Again, these are high quality. Not high quality. Number 5, to play. All players draw a puzzle piece. The player with the highest number piece goes first. Play continues clockwise. To move, draw a puzzle piece and move your pop out. The indicated number of spaces. Each character, a regular block, counts as space. First player to land on the Batmobile exact wins. Especially, I guess there's a game board somewhere. I don't know. Ready for action. So you have a picture card on one side, and then you have some activity on the other side. Yeah, here's a piece of it. That was card number 5. Here's card number 12. Harley Quinn, original Harley Quinn, and Scarecrow. Scarecrow's fear gas. All players scared back 3 spaces. Dastardly. And then we have pop-outs. Yes. So here's your characters. But they pop out from the back. And there's a little stand on the bottom there. On the top and bottom. See up there and down there. And just follow the instructions. And you have a stand-up character, which I guess is then a plain piece as well. Or you can just display it at your cubicle. Now, here is the brilliance. Here is the brilliance of all this. And I discovered this, I think it was again, this was, yes, 1996 San Diego Comic-Con, back when it was only up to Hall F. They have H, by the way. But Flair was there promoting this. Of course, because, hey, why not? Here's the brilliance. Now, you guys of a certain age, remember the Topps gum. It was a shingle. Hard, and this is back when they didn't think about what damage this would do to the cards. But in the olden days, when you bought a wax pack of Topps, wacky packages, whatever, baseball cards, you would get the cards. I think it was 8 to 12 cards. How many is in this one? 6 cards in this one. For about a quarter, my day. You would get the cards. You'd get a sticker. Except wacky packages, they were all stickers, which was awesome. So you get maybe 8 cards, a sticker, and then a piece of gum. And this gum was a little wider than this. Let's say about that. A little bit wider. It was hard. It was bubble gum. I think it was bubble gum, but I never saw people blowing a bubble. It was more like chewing gum that was bubblegum flavored. Hard. We're talking it's a piece of tile here, like from mica. Powdered sugar on top of it. Okay. If you found it unbroken, that was like, wow, mint in box sort of thing. But you ate it. The flavor disappeared in about 5 minutes. And it was like chewing a baseball card, really. That's what it was almost. So, but again, there were collectors out there, but most of these were kids. They didn't care if there's powdered sugar on their cards, right? Nobody cared about that. The cards themselves were cardboard. The first series of the Simpsons cards, which are great, you should get because all the images are taken from the Tracy Ullman shorts. It was like the last series I think Topps did on traditional cardboard. And then along comes Upper Deck. And the packs cost like $2. But here's the brilliance. Okay, so you got that piece of chewing gum. You still want to put it in there, but let's make it better. Okay, first of all, let's seal it in plastic so it doesn't damage all the cards. Right, it doesn't make a mess. Right, and it's safe, it doesn't dry out, it's chewable, it's flexible. But here's the brilliance. Let's print something on the card with blueberry juice or similar ink, and makes it a collectible. Here we have Batman. Right. Chewing gum. Here's the image of Batman on there. I'm not going to eat this. I'm going to leave this. This is a collectible, right? It's mint and bag. This is pristine. I'm going to dry it out a little. The plastic might have stuck to it. Oops, sorry. It did break a little there. You can see on the corner. But anyway, brilliance, right? They could have done this back in the 80s. It's a collectible if you want. So, Ethan Murray, it all comes full circle. Not baseball cards. Here, then, we have the Superman. I think I bought one of each just to add to my collection, the cover. Right, 6 cards, Skybox. 1996, yes. So, we'll go backwards here. Here's the Superman. This is mint. The Superman bubblegum card. Bubblegum cards. Dude, the whole freaking, just give me a what do you call a pack of bubblegum cards, right? Give me this and a nice little cardboard box even, multiple, randomly assorted of just this, right? And if I want to eat it, good. If I don't, I collect it. Nothing but comic books. It's like wacky packages. There's nothing but stickers. This is nothing but bubble gum. I mean, and you can probably even do it now multicolor. You could probably, this is blue. I think this is blueberry juice or derivative. Or it could just be, here it says on here. Gum ingredients: sugar, gum-based corn syrup, artificial flavor, softeners, artificial colors, which is FD&C Red 40 Lake, Red 40, and Blue 2 Lake. So again, they did use artificial colors on here, right? Red and blue. The red's for the gum. The blue is, there's 2 reds and a blue. This is a sticker? Yes, a sticker. Puzzle, where he battles Brainiac. Another coloring card. Brainiac Attacks, adventure game. Here we have Brute Force. With a game card on the back. Put those all together. I guess you tape them together, right? Yeah, I know. I'm joking with you. There's another piece of the board. Toyman and Lex Luthor. Did Luthor Industries ever buy out LexCorp? Did LexCorp ever buy the Toyman's company? Oh. And two standees. What a nice dichotomy they are. Superman and Bizarro. Or the Man of Steel, what do they call him? Maybe they call him Superman. I don't know. That'd be funny if they lost the trademark to Superman. Yeah, they should do that. DC should do that. For 1 month, they should do a Shazam month where all the titles are retitled. They say, do it for like the 50th anniversary, 60th, 70th, whatever it is, anniversary, whatever anniversary it is, Shazam. For 1 month, we're going to say, oh, we can't call this Captain. We know how you can't call Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's got to be Shazam because Marvel has a trademark or whatever. You can call him inside the comic, but you can't put it on the cover. You can't put it on a T-shirt. Let's take that and do that for all of our characters. So you do it instead of a Superman comic, you have Man of Steel, the Man of Steel, or the Man of Tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Ob Driver, Dark Horse Comics. Oh, this is a Christmas card. Yes, I knew people in the industry because I worked at Barnes & Noble in the home office, cataloging their books. So here's Happy Holidays, which is Beast of Burden, Emma Dork and Jill Thompson. Again, read that comic. Good stuff. And so you open it up, and it folds out. You have from your friends at Dark Horse Comics. Ain't that nice? And then inside, I think I put these in here. I don't think they sent them to me. Wizard did this. Did Christmas present tags. A variety of creators. So I put that in here to keep it from getting destroyed. So that's this card. I don't know if anybody collects those or not. Here is perfect, just perfect. God, Sergio Aragoni is drawing these characters. And there's the interior. Artists, comics artists back in the 50s and 60s and blah, 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 would do their own too. This is 2014. I have a magazine somewhere that showcases all those. Okay, that's a promotional. Comic Legal Defense Fund. Q&A with Tilly Walden, the Center for Cartoon Studies. Guess that was a promotional deal. If you're ever up in Vermont, head over to White River Junction and visit the Center for Cartoon Studies. It's not a big thing. At the library, though. And if you want, it's a college. It's a trade school. I think you can learn a master's of art in comics. Okay. Letter from Chase. Oh, this is interesting. The Wave City Central Council. This code notice counterfeit, but Robert Roulette is not. Vote for Roulette for mayor in 2017. 5 deca note. There's the other side. And this promotes, this is mattingpress.com. This probably promotes one of their titles. Another Chase statement from 2009. Love them. Still at them. Great bank. If you don't have a lot of money, they have great, good service. Abrams Comic Arts presents the Comics Art Book Club. Comics. Great store. Long gone. A comic book store. Oops, drop something. Business card. Charles Soule. Hey. Here we have Bone Eater, DVD-R, and Bolts. I think these are screeners. I don't know. Should I run them through the DVD player and see what happens? I don't know. I don't know if I have this. I think this computer's too old for that. Yeah, seriously. We're running Windows 7 on this. I think this is a 1 megapixel camera. Okay. So, halfway through that stack, folks. I know it's been a long time. Wow, 1 hour, 20 minutes. I haven't been interrupted by anybody. That's the amazing thing. Transaction history. Okay, letter from home. Comic New Yorker Symposium. Cartoons and Scholars Talk NYC Comics. Presented by Columbia University Libraries. Karen Green, Master Librarian. Mistress Librarian? Runs that collection. She is now in this rare books collection because she has an awesome collection of creator archives. Yeah, the regular shelves are good. If you got access to Columbia University Libraries, and it's fairly easy to just go in and show your ID. They'll give you guest pass. But their comics library collection, the stuff on the shelves, is up there. This is from 2012. She is amazing. Oh, Ethan Murray, don't go away. I got something for you. Avatar Press. Ooh. Oh, man, this might be worth something. Captain Underpants, Blinky. Superheroes Rule, bookmark. This is back when he was known for Captain Underpants, not for Dogman. I don't know if they'll ever do a team up. This is a bookmark, 6-inch ruler. Are bookmarks like 6 inches? Maybe, and 15 centimeters. Now, you thought I was making this up, but here we are. Bought at the same place. I don't know if a Comic Con still has this. These were selling for, doesn't even have a price on it. Pee-wee's Playhouse, a Secret Word is Fun, Fun Pack, 1 sheet of tattoos. Tattoos! Which were a pretty cool thing of the day, right? Put a little water on them, instant tattoo. Kids loved them. Loved them in the 70s. 3 picture cards. 1 sticker, 1 wiggle toy, a little Blinky, and 1 activity card. This was done in 1988. I don't know what the price was on here originally. It probably could have. Wouldn't surprise me if it was 50 cents back then. But man, no gum. I don't think most kids mind it. I better not whistle a theme song. The copyright police might get me. Come on, Blinky, get out of there. Stuck. It is. I don't want to damage this. But I might. Fortunately, the part that's stuck on the Blinky is the back, not the lenticular side on the front. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you that first. Because this, Kermit Toys, yep, copyright. Now, what makes it so amazing is the people who worked on this, who are now great, amazing people. For example, I showed you this, right? That is Gary Panter art. Look him up. But here is a lenticular, what they call Blinkies, lenticulars, Pee-wee Screaming, and I don't know who that character is. Cow. Whatever. Your mileage paper. Here. Okay, now let's go to the 3 photo cards. We have cool cats pounding out the beat, and we're responding with our feet. And of course, I think that's a Gary Panter piece of artwork on the back, the puzzle piece. Snack time is my favorite time except for lunchtime and dinner time. Oh, what a scam. And did I say the secret word, Pee-wee? No, Rapunzel, you stepped on my foot. Remember when they said the secret word, everybody screams. Good stuff. I'm going to put that lenticular between them so they don't stick again. Now, here we have the sticker card, which is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers. Good stuff, man. Playhouse Cinema double feature. Stack cards in order, hold in left hand, flip with right. So if you get all 24 plus stickers here, sticker cards, you put them over, you can make a flip book. And I made a flip book with. Now again, it's probably going to increase the cards and it won't be mint anymore. But man, what an idea! Oh, here are the tattoos. Kiss my ants, kissing ants. Yo, peace, brother. Prehistoric. And then, you know, Lego stuff. And then the activity card number 1. Wow. Dig that crazy beat, Daddy-O. Punch out and stick on your nose. See, you got that little right there. Nose punched up. And on the back, there's another nose card. It's a sunny day. Wow. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to put those back together, sandwich that so that that lenticular thing does not stick to the bag, the wax pack, which is actually a plastic bag. So I wasn't making this up. Yeah. You guys don't believe me. Oh, what do we got here? Captain Underpants cards are all the same, but they're promotionals. Oh, no. This I think is a complete set. Card 8, 7, 10, 9, 11. I think I have a complete set. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 11 cards. That might be a complete set of Captain Underpants. Wow. I'm going all the way up to Ook. 2 Ook cards. Super Diaper Baby. Yes. But no Dog Man. Because that was not even an idea back then. To build a library is to create a life. Huh. What do we have here? Anyway. Another Forbidden Planet bag here. And we have. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Bat Queens. Issue number 1. This actually might be worth something. Don't know. Don't care. It's a fun series. I guess I should read the graphic novels at some point. Didn't really float my boat. Well, that's okay, because there's lots of other things out there that I should be reading and have. Okay. What I want to try. Okay. Oh my. I am a bad person. I have letters here from my parents that I never opened. Maybe I did open them. They just resealed. Looks like it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pretend I did open these. They just resealed them. Okay. Yep. Cards from my parents. No, you never throw away letters from your parents. Or from your nieces and nephews, especially if they're in grade school. Here we have an interesting news clipping from the Village Voice, page 21, December 11th, December 17, 2013. Burning Hours, Perverse Heroines and Supreme Sacrifices in 2013's Best Comics by R.C. Baker. Best VC Comic Artists Edition, Volume 1. Adventures of Jodelle, Ray and Joe, The Story of a Man and His Dead Friend. For Watchmen, Comedian Rorschach Deluxe Edition. Curing the Postmodern Blues, Law of the Desert Born, Sandcastle, Sacrifice, The Luring Art of Margaret Brundage, and Battling Boy, and Occupy Comics 1 and 2. So there you have it. Village Voice, which I think is coming back. More letters. Aunt sent me this. Before memes, we had postcards. And we loved it. Oh, this is good. This is good. That's good. Love, hate. Andrea Cerimi, Illustration Comics. There's her contact info. Okay. Oh, I got something interesting down there, but I'll have to wait. Okay. Another Christmas card. Dark Horse. Circa. Actually, maybe I think Dark Horse actually sent me those tabs. That's fun stuff. 2013. Oh, wait, a whole bunch of them. Meanwhile, in Dark Horse Land. Oh, this is done by. Oh man, this is Art Baltazar. Oh yeah, comics. Meanwhile, in Dark Horse Land, when suddenly the mask, watch it. Get him. Mike Richardson, who is a publisher. Happy holidays, Dark Horse Comics. God, that's great. An actual comic strip, Christmas card, or holiday card, whatever you call them. Christmas cards? Yeah, Christmas cards. Okay, what do we got here? Another tear sheet. Comic-Con hits NYC from PMNY, New York. October 9th, 2013, or Wednesday. Sold out, but they're still promoting it. Started in 2006. Here we have a first second catalog, promoting Boxers and Saints. Preview. She going to sign this, might be worth something. Probably not. There's other things, better things to have Jeannie Ain't sign. Diary of a CCS student. So, Don Quixote. All right, most of this stuff is just flyers, promotional. What's this? Sun Times agenda. Funny game, C2E2 from 2014. Mr. Davenport writes. The exact date is Friday, April 25th, 2014. So you can probably find that on microfilm somewhere or digitized. Sausage Festival. Business cards. I'm just going through these really fast because this is all more boring than normal. Yeah, Christmas cards for my coworkers, which I probably should throw away. Anyhow. Okay. Of course, I need to pile these up. Ooh. Yep. My boss. It was actually a really nice lady. Wasn't a very nice lady. She retired early because of health issues. She gave out in the comics card, in the Christmas cards she handed out to employees, she put lottery cards in there. My nephew, Rafa, from 2012, writes me a letter. Chris, yep. Again, you don't throw out mail from your nieces and nephews. But anyway, getting back to my boss, she gave us lottery cards, scratch offs, right? I don't know what it was, $20 worth or something. And the joke was, sorry, I didn't win the lottery, so I'm coming back to work. You're stuck with me for another year. And she always like that. Ooh. There's a nice little postcard. Greetings from Alabama. Yes, I have relatives down there. Huntsville. Yes, I have a cousin who works at NASA. She's about ready to retire, but she's been working on the web We got a Comic-Con printout, slow emails. I went to the first one. Oh. It's interesting. Blatt from Picture Window Books, a capstone imprint. Easy reader, beginning reader. Here we have the catalog for comics, Abrams Comic Arts 2014. And this might be worth something back in the Blatt preview for Ghosts from 2016. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, I don't know why I kept. Oh, the comic book inside. Again, remember when I was telling you about the bubblegum cards? Here is Einhorn's Epic Cookies. Peanut butter, bacon, chocolate chip. His name is Romsey. Now, of course, this has been in the box. It's crumbly. I don't think I've ever opened this, but there is a comic book inside. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to leave it as is, right? Because there's going to be crumbs all over the place. I probably should have thrown that out, but I wanted to keep that. Whatever. It's a nice little artifact. Nice business card from Estrella Vega. Does that sound like a plant in the Star Trek? Sorry, I don't mean to make fun of her name. It's just popped in my head. Okay, and at the bottom, the very bottom, we have first The Simpsons Family History. They gave these out at trade shows. This is from Abrams. Not mint because, again, it's bent there. And because it's been at the bottom of this box, it's kind of hard. Because if I left it mint, it would have been, yeah. Here we have new DC Universe, DCU promo. Just put this back in here. Probably should line these with my whatchamacallit, letters and such. No, I'll deal with that later. I'm not going to bore you with this. This is almost done. Oh, notes. This is your ticket, Ticketmaster, for Aladdin. I paid $82.50 for an orchestra seat. It was off to the far side for the first preview, not the opening night, the preview, the first ever performance of them to the public, because I wanted to blog about it. Orchestra left, but I saw the very first performance of Aladdin at the New Amsterdam Theater, which is where they always premiere all their new plays, musicals. This is, for those who want to look it up, Orchestra, row T, seat 15, which puts me on a far stage right. But anyway, there you go. I kept that. I probably have the playbill somewhere. Then I have notes here from C2E2, 2014. I have no idea. Hustling International. This is, yeah. There's my mom. Yes. And finishing up. Oh, Chef Boyardee labels. Oh, yeah, I did go to Wizard World Comic Con in Philadelphia 2016. Did it once. Never going to do it again. Great convention center. I wonder how the Keystone Comic Con is doing. And Chef Boyardee labels. Wonder Woman. Supergirl. Batgirl. There's a Supergirl one. I don't have a Batgirl somewhere. Chef Boyardee. This is 2016. You don't really need to put a copyright on the label because you stamp the can. But anyway, from the, what did they call that? Reboot? DC, oh yeah, New 52. Self-Made Hero catalog. Good stuff. And more stuff from Abrams. Their preview party. Nice, guys. So that is that. Comic box is done. 100 minutes of talking. Hope you're still with me. Hope you enjoyed that. Ethan Murray. If you stayed, I hope you enjoyed that. If not, you got to come back. I'll reply. I'll do it right now here. And that's that. So thank you for watching if you're still with me. Hope you enjoyed that. I got to now inventory a lot of this. Nice thing is I can probably, well, promotional stuff just gets a single line of promotional materials. Promotional consideration has been paid by. And that's that. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a long time. Just didn't really feel like doing it. Doesn't seem to be a lot of interest out there. Hopefully, at some point there will be. Probably should get a better camera. This is like, you know, this is like a 2010. This is not even 2010. This is like a 1995 cell phone camera. But again, this is an old computer. It's in the basement. That's where I can do this. This is where all my stuff is stored, is in the basement. Yes, in the basement. And I'm not going to lug it back upstairs to where the new laptop is. Like, oh, laptop. I could probably just pop that open down here and run that. I'll figure it out, but we'll probably do that when more people start watching. It's worth the trouble. Otherwise, yeah. I'm just doing this because I like to share this with people. I like to, hopefully somebody there out there will find it cool, unusual, amazing. I mean, I got stuff, well, 1975 onward, kind of, really, sort of. It's been collecting a long time. Seriously, since 1984. Amazing Spider-Man number 254. So I got depth and breadth in this collection. And so I think it's interesting. There's stories to tell. Me finding the things, the stories behind the stories. And yeah. So have a good night. Well, now it's good morning. 12:05 here. And yeah, hope to see you again soon. And yeah, tell your friends. Subscribe. I don't know. Yeah, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever that is. I don't. Not that big a deal. I'm not in it for the money. If I was in it for money, I would be selling this stuff, and also stuff's going to get donated to a library somewhere eventually. So that's it for now, and I'll see you sooner or later, most likely later. Bye for now.